Hey there, beautiful beings. Namaste. Welcome to our New Year's Eve release ritual. So, as we just take a little while for people to join us and get settled in, I'm just lighting some sage to clear the energy for all of us. So, just feel yourself being bathed in this beautiful smoke of the sage. Take a deep breath in and receive the clearing and the cleaning. You can close your eyes and imagine this beautiful sage smoke just drifting around you. Feel it above the crown of your head, down the back of the spine, all around the heart, the front and the back, the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Sage smoke just clearing and cleaning. And take a few deep breaths, allowing yourself to land here, to settle, to receive this presence. And so if you're joining us for the ritual, please feel free to just say hi in the comments so I know who's here. And then keep breathing, just staying present with yourself, receiving this sage smudging around each of your precious hearts, precious souls, precious energy bodies. Just welcoming yourselves here. If you're just joining us, I know that Facebook takes a little while. Hi Anjali, lovely to see you. So anyone who's here, just say hi so we know who we're sharing sacred space with, and just breathe in this lovely sage smoke. Feel yourself receiving the clearing, being welcomed into this sacred circle. Hi Katrina, lovely to have you here with us as well. If you want to, you can bring the hand to rest on your heart as you breathe and receive this sage smudging. Just allowing our sacred circle to form. And as you're sitting there and breathing and receiving this smudging, you can begin to connect with the earth beneath you. You can feel the base of your spine or the soles of your feet, however you are sitting on the ground. And you can allow yourself to let the energy drop down into the earth. Hi Levoy, thank you very much. Wishes to you as well. So, just feeling the earth beneath you. Feeling this deep connection. This earth which is always supporting us, always holding us. And as you feel the sage all around you, you can feel yourself just dropping deeper into the earth, into the breath, into your connection with your own sacred heart. And allow yourself to connect as deeply as you can to that earth beneath you. Just trusting in its support, the grace and the love that is always there in Mother Earth. And then bring your other hand down onto the belly, this place of deep connection, this place in the body that allows us to reach down into the earth, that allows us to feel our weight and our presence. And so just allowing that connection to earth, to belly, to heart, to presence. And then feeling your heart reaching out to whoever is here in Sacred Circle. It doesn't matter whether you know them. Making space for anyone who would love to be here energetically, soulfully, even if they can't be here in presence. Making space for all of the beings who will share in this sacred space with us later through the recording. Just feeling your heart opening to all of the beings in all of the worlds who are honouring this moment of changing time. Whether we know them or not, whether they're present with us or not, they are our brothers and sisters. They are our community. And we welcome and reach out and hold them in sacred circle. And if you want to, you can imagine yourself just reaching out your hands, taking the hand of all of these beings. Sorry, excuse me. Feeling our circle gathering and joining. Hi Denise, beautiful to have you here. So just feeling the circle, holding hands, connecting, gathering and receiving. And calling into this circle anyone that you would love to call in, anyone that you're saying prayers for, anyone that you are releasing through this ritual, call them into the circle. We're not releasing out of hatred or anger. We're really releasing from love and friendship and compassion. All are welcome here. All are called into this sacred circle to be held and witnessed in love. And then when you feel that the circle is full and held, bring your hands into prayer position in front of the heart. And just allow yourself to offer a prayer, an intention for yourself, for all the beings that you are calling here, for all of the beings in all of the worlds who are worthy of peace and love. And feel that prayer rising up from your fingertips all the way to the cosmos and down from the base of the hand down into the earth like a trident, like a firm rod that you are anchoring here with your prayer and intention. And then when you feel ready, I invite you to pick up your release list. If you've been working with us these last few days to connect with all that you're releasing as this year comes to an end, then this list will already be written. And if you haven't been, then just trust that your intention is everything, and whatever comes to you to be released in this moment through the ritual is what is right and ready for you. So holding your list in your hands, look down at the first item on your list, whatever it is, or the first thing that comes to your heart. And then imagine that this is like a balloon. It's a balloon, and the string is a little wound around your heart. Or there's a little fish hook. There's a little way that this balloon of this particular issue is hooked into your heart. And when you can really feel that that balloon is holding that condition or that situation or that person, you can reach into the heart and untie the string, unhook the hook, and take it out of the heart. And this balloon is a helium balloon. It's going to drift off out into the atmosphere, carrying away that which is no longer serving you. And so when you feel ready with this first intention, you can speak it out loud or inside your own heart if you're in a public space. And then set that balloon free. Release it and watch it float away. And take a deep breath. And then returning to the next item on the list. Same thing, seeing this helium balloon, reaching into the heart to unhook whenever you are ready. You may want to see the words of the intention written on the balloon, or an image inside of the balloon. Whatever it is that you're releasing, just unhooking, letting it float away. And with each situation or person or habit that you're releasing, you can really speak it out loud if it feels comfortable. There's a real power in that. I'm just not doing it because I'm here on video, but I really invite you to do that in the privacy of your own space. And then reaching into the heart for the next situation. Unhooking that string and sending that balloon out, just gently and with love. We're not forcing them away or cutting them off. There's love here and truth here and compassion here. But there's also clarity. These are my boundaries. This is what is true for me. This is what is clear for me. And we're setting that energy by unhooking these people and situations from our heart. And so allow yourself to go down the list, seeing the items that you have written, or if you haven't got a list yet, just feeling what comes to be released. Seeing it embedded into the balloon, and then unhooking this string from the heart and sending that balloon out. And so we'll spend some time just releasing these balloons of all that is no longer serving us from the heart. And whenever you feel complete, when you have got to the bottom of your list, when everything that you want to set intention to release has been set, just maybe say finished or done or okay or a thumbs up in the comments, just so that I know to keep the flow of time appropriate to everyone. We don't want to spend forever here, but we do want to leave enough time that each one of your prayers can be released. And if you do have a really long list, don't feel that you have to do it all right now while we're live. Or you can just do each one quickly, knowing that you've really done the work before and this is just the symbolic closure for yourself. So just reaching into the heart, unhooking the balloon and sending it off. And reaching into the heart, unhooking the balloon and sending it off. And reaching into the heart and unhooking the balloon and sending it off. And I want to say just very quickly here, as you're doing this process, that this is a strong opportunity to release also things that you may have been carrying from your ancestral line, fears and beliefs and habits that are not necessarily yours. And so if you feel to, or it seems right, you can see yourself also releasing that ancestral history from your being. Not the positive and the gifts, but anything which has been weighing you down or holding you back. Just allowing yourself to keep unpicking and releasing those balloons. And whenever you feel complete, just let us know in the comments here. With every balloon that you release, with every string that you untie, your heart just has more space to radiate, to shine, to grow. Okay, so there's one person finished. I'm almost finished. Just a couple more things on my list. How about you? Do let us know. Some of these themes may feel strong to you, so if they do, allow the emotions that are there. Don't feel that you have to stay in a purely upbeat space if there's something that you're releasing which is painful or has been difficult. Just unhooking those balloons from the heart and sending them out. Releasing anything which is no longer serving you. Great, Katrina, thank you. Yeah, that's the last one on my list as well. So just a couple more moments to finish up. And if you have completed, you can grab your candle, if you have one to hand. If you're in a place that has strong fire alarms, you might want to go to the window to do this. I'm doing mine here because it's harder to move with the camera. But if you are near an open window or a door, you may want to just take this little part of the process outside. If you're inside, you may need to grab a little heatproof bowl, something that can handle it. And then we're going to take our lists and take our candles, and we're just going to allow a little fire. We're going to burn to release all that we're releasing. So, as I said, I obviously don't want anyone to set themselves on fire, including me. So if you do need to take this to the window or to the door just to be in fresh air, then we'll just leave a little pause here. I'm going to symbolically burn just a small part of my list while we're on the ritual, because I also don't want any live online fires. And I will burn the rest of it outdoors. So here we go, just a little bit burning. You can release that and then drop it down into your fireproof bowl. Actually, that really wasn't too bad. I'm not too much in danger, so I'm going to do my whole release list as I'm sitting here, but I'll do it in small pieces so the flames don't get too big. So just allow yourself to burn these prayers and goals, these release intentions. They're not your intentions yet for the new year. This is just all that you're releasing from 2016. And if you didn't have it written down in physical form, then just trust. Imagine yourself burning your paper. Imagine yourself releasing this. See yourself burning up this list. And after we finish the ritual, you can write your list if you want to actually complete the symbolism of burning it. So there, all but a tiny scrap of my list is burnt. So again, when you've finished your list, just let us know in the comments or the thumbs up. Oh, gosh, it feels very light. As you feel that smoke billowing away, you can just really feel that all of that you have released is just being carried away into the ether by those balloons, by the smoke of your list, by your loving intention. And just leaving a few moments for anyone who needed to go to the outside to burn their list. And let us know with a done or a thumbs up when you're done with burning your list. Hi John, nice to have you with us. So, and if you did have to take your list to the outside and you weren't prepared to be here, then just invite you to go and grab a glass of water, or if you have a bottle of water close to hand. And this is for the next part of our ritual. So we're going to take this glass of water and you want to hold this glass of water. Yay, Anjali, welcome back from the burning. So we're going to grab this glass of water. We're going to hold it in front of our hearts. And for those of us again who have been doing this process for a few days, we created a list of values from what we were releasing. We got to the bottom of what it was that we valued that caused us to want to release these old things. So if you haven't been working along with us, you can just sit here with the glass of water or the bottle of water and trust that your values will be obvious to you from what you have just released, from what you have just sent off in those balloons, burnt in your list. The values. This is not about setting intentions, but this is just about anchoring our entrance in the new year, in our values, in what really speaks to us, calls to us, what it is that we honour. So holding this glass of water with both hands in front of your heart, I invite you to speak aloud into this glass, into this bottle, your values. If you don't have anything like water close to hand, then just cup your hands together and put your values into those cupped hands, and when we've finished, then you can take it and empty them into a glass of water. For now, I'm just going to assume that you have your glass, you're holding it in front of your heart. And we're going to start speaking aloud our values into this glass of water. So, for example, just very simple words. I value honesty. I value clarity. I value clear communication. I value being in service. Whatever it might be for you, the deepest pulls of your heart, that which you are called to, that which you want to root your life in, you could say. That which really is your foundation. And perhaps it hasn't been your foundation. You haven't allowed these values to be your foundation. So we are honouring and acknowledging these values, and we are putting them into our glass of water. We are filling our cup, literally, with our values. So just speaking in clarity, that which you value truly, not value in the possessive sense, of course, but value in terms of your self fulfillment, in terms of that which really can be the foundation, the center point of your life. So just speaking these values aloud. I value transformation. I value growth. I value making a difference. I value true community. Whatever it is that you are being called to, you might have completely different values from the ones that I'm expressing. Please don't be influenced by the words that I'm speaking. I am simply speaking some of the values that are coming for me, not all of them, because again it's a private process, but just giving you inspiration and ideas to understand how to fill this glass with your values. Allow yourself to speak, to clearly state. There's something so powerful about the human voice and its capacity to express, and the amount of energy that is actually available there, that comes out in the spoken word, in the expression of the voice. And when this glass of water, this bottle of water, feel that it's full of your values, that you have really spoken everything into them. We're going to keep this glass of water aside. So this glass of water, you may want to put a piece of paper over it so that it stays clean, and put it in a sacred place. If you have an altar, like I sit in front of my altar when I do these meditations for you. So I'm going to place my glass of water right here on the altar. And if you have a similar sacred space, you are invited to do that. And this glass of water is going to hold your values and anchor your values for you through the next 12 hours until we have stepped into the new year. And then either when you return from your celebrations, your honouring of the new year in whatever way, or when you wake up in the morning, allow this glass of water to be one of the first things that you drink, and drink it consciously and drink it with presence, and allow yourself to drink in your values, immerse yourself and feel the nourishment of making that commitment to your values. And as you drink that glass of water later tonight or in the morning, you can say an affirmation for yourself. You could look in the mirror and commit to yourself to root your life in your values, to honour them and to allow them to be the foundation on which you stand. And so just taking a deep breath, finishing up with filling your glass with values if you haven't done so already. You don't need to put it right now in the sacred place. You can wait until we're complete if you're sitting somewhere else. And we're shortly going to bring this ritual space to a close. But before we do, just come back to holding hands, imagining or sensing or feeling yourself holding hands with all of the beautiful souls in this circle, known and unknown, seen and unseen. With everyone that you have called into the circle to release conflict with, or to release attachment to. Everyone that you have called into the circle to support their growth in whatever way is right for them. Just feel us all holding hands, standing in this sacred circle, and feel your kinship with all beings, whether they are here with us or not, whether they are aware of the power of these type of ceremonies or not. Allow yourself to feel your kinship with all beings. And know that there is such a harmony between each of us, between our values, the ground that we stand on, the things that are important to us. And allow your commitment to your values to be a gift to all of these beings. I really feel that when each of us commits to standing and living our lives rooted in our values, that transmits to all the other beings, and it's a gift to them, and it uplifts each one of us. so just feeling this circle, this connection. And then when you feel ready, just allowing yourself to gently let go of the hands that you are holding. Let go of the circle. Feel the energy, the beings just dissipating. Once again, I'm just going to light a little sage to blow through the circle, to allow this sacred smoke to spread through the circle, dispersing us in the best possible way, sending all of our intentions of releasing, of what we're letting go of that which no longer serves us, just being carried out by the smoke out into the universe, no longer needing to stay with us, anchoring us or holding us back in any way. There is so much freedom here in this process of letting go. See this sage smoke just drifting through the circle, bowing to each one who is here with us, bowing to your own sacred heart, bowing and honoring in gratitude, in reverence for this profound and powerful human journey that we are all experiencing in our unique way. And then bringing your hands into prayer position if you haven't already. And once again, just feeling this lightning rod of prayer shooting up from the tips of your fingers and down from the base of your hands, anchoring yourself and your intentions, your values and your releases, and anchoring yourself for the prayers of all of the beings in this group, for all of the beings who witness this ritual and share in its power, knowing that your prayers are so much bigger than your own individual concerns, that they extend so much further, and receive each being's prayers for you as well. Allow yourself to be prayed for, to be held in sacred prayer. And if you want to share your prayer or a word or two of your prayer in the comments below, please feel free to speak out loud, to be witnessed and seen. Thank you so much for being a part of this sacred space, especially to those who are here live with us, but also to every being who sees this video and takes part in it. I send you so many prayers for deep and clear releasing of all that no longer serves you, and a resting in the stillness before we begin our receiving, creating, imagining tomorrow. And if you want to write your prayers, to have them be seen, to have them be witnessed, please feel free to do so, even if you're watching much later. These rituals do not lose power. They are pure symbolism and such a gift. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being. Thank you for inspiring and shining and sharing yourself. And I will be doing lots more of these type of ceremonies and rituals for New Year, New Moon and Dark Moon, and many other things besides through the coming year. So if you want to stay in touch and you're not on my mailing list, do send me a message, or I'll put a link probably above the video with where to sign up for the mailing list so that you can hear about these activities when they take place. Sending you so much love and many blessings. Namaste.